Here we go. I'm back with round 5. Going second this time against Lil Dur for a match which decides top cut. So he's playing plants, I'm playing the Gallus deck obviously again. And yeah, his opening hand is solid. He doesn't have a back row, which is good for me, but Toga sticking Thunder King of Field with Toga in hand is good, I guess. So my hand is kind of mediocre right now. Like double Herald, double Hyperion, Batman Doom, and so there's nothing much going on here, I guess. So I'm just passing. He decides to set his Debris Dragon, which is weird. I don't know. Maybe you don't want to have your Sangan on field while Thunder King is here. I don't know if I would have thrown away my play like that. I mean, the Debris is not doing much, but not sure if he knew what I was on about. Didn't want to attack into a Gauss or anything. Could have made the case to do some pressure here. So it's my turn. I finally draw something. Draw my tour guide, which I'm going to resolve. So that's it through. I summon the Sangan since I don't want to draw it here. My hand is already slow enough. Maybe I could have gone for a Birdman play, but I don't know. I don't see going into level 6 here as the optimal play. So he decides to let it go through, so he can econ. Draws into trap stun is just tragic. Like heavy stone trap stun in game 1 are literally blank cards for him. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. He told me it was a really bad matchup. I'm not sure if I agree with that. I don't think Plant necessarily has any bad matchup. I decide to hurry the tour guide since I don't have much going on. I draw into a track, so I hope I can get back into this offer track. Luckily enough, he doesn't seem to have done that much pressure, so we also have a potential Herald negate. Also, one card is missing here for the kill, and funnily enough, he doesn't have any back row here, so he's not playing any back row, I think. So yeah, let's see. He attacks with the Thunder King. He has to do some damage time to time, especially since he has mind control. And he can go into a 7. So I drop track. He mind counts here, which is fine. I go for the level 3 set, not Terror, since I don't think Terror Dragon is a big threat, but I draw into an Earth, which is dead to the Ryo. I decide to drop the Chaos Sorg since I know I can negate it with Herald and they have an Hyperion as follow-up. I decide to let it go through, okay. Maybe I want to get the Earth Search and have the Hyperion. I'm not sure if I should have negated this with Herald. So I get Venus, I know I have a Birdman play. Immediately drop the Hyperion and I just attack. You can't drop Gors, which is so tragic because it's just so tragic here. Like he sets his heavy and his trap stun, which are two completely dead cards. Maybe he could have just set the trap stun, flipped the trap stun to bait me into a Gors. That could have been a play. I definitely wouldn't have set both of them since he probably knew I think he knew I was a monster merge, so kind of an oversight from him. So he kind of gets something going with the 1-for-1 the Sangan, goes into an armory arm and gets the Baylor, but yeah, I can out my Hyperion with the cat, but yeah, I have the Herald, so tragic. I decide to pop one of his back rows with Hyperion, no reason not to. Ghost is gone, Desire don't have much to fear, go for the Hyperion pop again, get rid of his dead cards. And yeah, so the second ball, he made us the second ball, I bounce my Hyperion, go for an 8, go for Stardust, pop his last dead back row, and yeah. Nom is some the Doom, so I can't use my Hyperion effect now. and I show him the Doom. So he draws into another trap and he just decides to scoop it. So tragic draws from him. I think especially his I think he had some trouble with stun, so he wanted to get rid of like potential back row decks, but against my deck trap stun is actually quite tragic. Then we go into game 2, I think, which went on way longer than it should have been. He draws double up to upstart. He also made decks emptiness, which is interesting. So he decided to crash the Thunder Kings. And yeah, I just said, yeah, I just want to get the +1 and get my engine going. Earth gets Veiled though, so he draws a bunch of hand traps, but nothing else. My second Earth gets hand trapped as well. So yeah, nothing much going on here. He draws his third Raider. That's the reason why I don't think playing 3 copies of Vela, so many hand traps is that great. So you also have to consider bricking with those. So yeah, it's just summon a bunch of small guys. Yeah, and I just hit for 4k, this emptiness. Maybe he doesn't do much here. It's an econ, so the emptiness. Never mind. Go for the Gachi. Attack with the Thunder King. I don't know. I think he was afraid of Mirror Force. Weirdly, I played enough Gors, which he actually had. So he drops his third weight down to my Trishula, but he doesn't have much. Finally, he draws a Tengu and gets to resolve his Avarice. Leeching doesn't do much here in this situation with the current board state, so he goes through the Sangan and just decide to drop the Maxi since I know the Sangan is gone. And now that was an iffy one. Like, I held onto my Chaos Monsters for a long time because I had to read on the Gors, but it's kind of almost cost me here. So he flips the emptiness, and I think that's one of those rare cases where I actually think the emptiness is good. So yeah, I just have to set a bunch of cards just to stay healthy. Maybe I could have just not set the maxi here, but yeah, I definitely wanted to preserve my life points, especially if he decides if you can drop a Tengu or Thunder King, which I drop here. So chaining 1 Tengu, chaining 2 emptiness, he gets the Tengu and flips his another emptiness. I was like, yeah, I have finally had the out, but no, I didn't. Run over the Leviathan Tengu. I can't drop my Tragodia here. And here's where I think he shouldn't have done that. He sets the Dandelion, and I think his win condition here was just to stick the emptiness on board, because you can see my hand. My hand is pretty much dead against the emptiness. I can't do anything here. He could have just done a beatdown plan with the Thunder King Leviathan. The Plants is really good in doing this. He doesn't have follow up, so his BLS is dead. At this point, his Gors as well. So yeah, I don't think besides that he didn't have much going on for him. So yeah, he disagreed with me, but I'm definitely sure he should have gone for that. So yeah, main phase 2, I go for Venus. You can just drop 2 Shine Balls. I decide to keep the Shine Ball in hand. Drop the Stardust, keep the Shine Ball in hand. Forward the Chariot, so just in case he has something going on, drop the Sorg to get rid of the Leviathan. I mean, I can Vela his, I can Herald his Vela if he had one, so yeah. Now that's a tough spot for him. I mean, he has Econ, so he tributes some scores, maybe which works against Vela, I guess, and he can out my board with the Econ. But yeah, I just have to drag. He decided to stay alive, just decided to banish it. Banish the Gors. And yeah, I was so afraid of Spacor with just 2 dead, leeching the died. Yeah, I think I just take it from here. So yeah. Weird game, I guess. Yeah, I also showed him the honest. Yeah, I know, he break down a couple of hand traps in game 2. I think emptiness put me in a tough spot. I think he could have won game 2 if he just stick emptiness on board, because my only out is the Thunder King. So yeah, this gave me my fourth win. So I was X1 after round 5, and which gave me a spot in top cut. So yeah, this was like the most meta deck I played against in the tournament. I mean heroes as well, but yeah, I think that's still Plants is still one of the decks to beat. But yeah, this was it for round 5 of the Tengu Rumble. See ya tomorrow for the top cut.